Good morning everyone, how are we doing? We're back up at the workshop again today to do some more work on the Laurel. Essentially things might have escalated a little bit since the last video, but it's to be expected. So obviously one of the next things we need to do is prep and paint the engine bay and inside the tubs. Me and Joe have been talking about this, and we've kind of agreed that while we've got the time and the space, it would be a good idea to do all of the underside of the car. So prep it, paint it, underseal it, which obviously means taking the rear subframe off. The reason we're going to do all the underside is because once that car's back together, I want to be able to drive it as much as possible, and I don't want to be blowing the whole thing apart again to then do that when I finally find some rust. There's a couple of like surface rust scabs there, but there's nothing massive on the underside at the moment. There's some rust in the boot that needs to be, or trunk if you're American, that needs to be addressed. We're just basically going to cut that all out and then plate it up so there's a nice clean boot floor there, trunk floor, whatever you want to call it. Then obviously the rear subframe's been taken off, all the suspension parts have been taken off, and while that's off, we found that the subframe bushes were dead. So well, as you'll see in a minute, we've taken those out. We're going to send the subframe off for powder coat. We're going to send all the arms that we're keeping on off for powder coat. I've got some new adjustable arms where I need them. I'm not trying to do everything adjustable because I've done that before and it shot me in the foot big time. So we're only making adjustable what needs to be adjustable right now. And then obviously we can put it all back together, and then got a nice clean subframe and suspension parts to go back on once we've done all the paint. So yeah, today we're going to be finishing off getting out those bushes, ready to get everything off for powder coat. So let's crack on. The sooner everything can go off for powder coat.
Crust.
Once we've got those bushes out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I can start putting...
Because your knuckles are fresh, aren't they? They're already powder coated.
Yes.
The knuckles and the calipers.
Yeah, the knuckles and calipers are fine, it's just everything else, so I'll probably have to... Should I do all bushes?
What do you mean by all bushes?
Well, because...
You certainly need to do the subframe bushes.
I know I need to do subframe ones, because they were going long ago.
Look at that.
I know this one's fecketed.
Ooh,
look at this.
Look at this bad boy.
Sounds like my bed. Going by myself.
That's a story for another time. Yeah. So you've bought, what have you bought? Camber and toe arms.
Camber and toe arms.
So they'll get done anyway.
Yeah.
The only bushes left will be the traction arm.
Yeah, so this arm can still...
Which you can buy. You can't buy Driftworks S13 lower arm bushes, but
Powerflex do them.
I bought the Driftworks ones for S14 by accident and then just made them fit.
Okay.
But if you can buy them from
I'm pretty sure
Strong Flex or whatever.
What they're called, yeah. Strong.
Mate, you may as well do it while we're here, because you're going to be doing subframe bushes. If it's a case of putting 3 more bushes in suspension arms, you may as well do it.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because I mean, then we don't have to worry about it when they go for powder coat and stuff. No. So when they get blasted and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll have a nice fresh subframe. We'll paint the diff, clean up the drive shaft. It'll be brand new, ready to be spanked. Nice. guess I've never fucked about with burning them, ever.
No, well, it
And
stinks.
I was always like, what the fuck are people doing that for?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't actually make sense to me why people burn it, but let me get... Right, look.
You got to get that bit started.
Yeah.
So that you can get it in sideways. You got him?
Yeah, go on. Could do with a bigger hammer. It's going. That one didn't get all the way down, did it? Before it went.
Fucking less than 30 seconds that was.
Right, shall we flip it off?
What do you want to spend a day watching them burn for?
That's it. I don't understand why people... Like I said, I never understood why people do it, but
No, me.
They always seem to manage to do it. So
I mean, I get the principle behind it, but
Yeah.
why fuck about when you can just do that?
it's kind of a gradual process. You burn the rubber off, and you have to cut the metal out. You're right.
Yeah, got the dizzies. Turn that round and set it up. I'm just gonna have a drink.
Yeah, go for it. Next, it was time to remove the bushes from the arms that will be remaining on the subframe. First, I had to drill the rubber part out. Then I had to use a die grinder to cut the metal sleeve before chiseling it out. Let's try again. Oh, there we go. It's hot. Hot. Oh. Yeah, twat. There we go. She's coming. Woohoo! Sweet. One done. One to go. Oh, that is a fucking pain in the ass. Ping! Yeah, twat. So it wasn't quite as straightforward as I thought it was going to be. One of the arms decided it was, well, I say arms, it was actually the bushes that fought me all the way. The other side. The first two, in fact, came out okay. Might have made a little bit of a mess of the arm, but it shouldn't be too bad. The other ones just did not want to come out. I did exactly the same things I did in the previous step and just didn't want to come out, so I just shut off the camera and kept hammering and chiseling until it finally came free. But yeah, they're done now. Just got these two arms left to do, and then that's that done.